I heard through the grapevine that the first crew quit because they were unhappy with the project.
This project specifically.
Yeah. Is it true?
Should Jack Neo stop making movies? This is your daily catch-up.
Boom.
If you're enjoying our content, like, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you get first dibs. You can comment first.
So then we'll be back soon, guys.
Yeah. Okay, don't worry, guys.
There with you.
I'm also very stressed.
This episode of the Daily Catch-Up is a review on Our Girls Go Army. If you have already watched it, do join the discussion. If you have not, and you still want to go and watch, I don't know, okay? Watch it first, and then come back. Because today we have Marcus. Welcome, Marcus, on the Daily Catch-Up. Marcus is a cam op, which means he helped shot parts of the Our Girls Go Army movie.
Yeah.
So, welcome.
Hi.
He would like to make toast.
A toast to the crew. No,
he would like to make some disclaimers before we begin.
Yes. I got a lot of hate on TikTok. That's why I need to make disclaimers. Yeah, but hi. Thank you guys for introducing me, for inviting me to the Daily Catch Up. I'm Marcus Liu. I'm the cam op, and I shot with Jack Neo's movie. I shot 2 of Jack Neo's movies, Our Girls Go Army, and also Damn Era. Disclaimer number 1, I didn't shoot the whole movie. I only shot a portion of the movie. Disclaimer number 2, these thoughts are my own. So the crew members and everyone else is not a part of this.
Yeah. So he's not a union hit.
It's not a union hit.
He's just complaining and shit on it and signed by his own name.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, I also want to introduce my wife is still with us today. Welcome, my wife.
Wow, TikTok really hurt you.
It hurt me, No, it hurt Jack Neo more because like most of the hate is going to Jack Neo. Then some of the hate is diverted to me.
Was he legit hurt though?
Like what?
Did he like talk about it? Like, how come internet so angry? So angry? Yeah.
On set, I think deep down he's obviously everyone will be hurt by hate comments. No one. You don't like anyone to shit.
He's so veteran already.
Yeah, but obviously there's some thick skin to it now after so many years.
Yeah.
I'm not the DP, okay. No, not in that way. I'm just saying.
No part in the creative process. He only pressed record.
That's not.
Is what he's trying to say.
Dumb down his job.
Okay, technically yes, but diplomatically, what I'm trying to say is that I don't want to take credit for the movie. Okay? Not in a bad way. It's just that it's not like I shoot the whole movie. Then I say, oh yeah, I shot the whole movie. I just shot a part of the movie lah.
What do you like about it?
I like that people get opportunities to make feature films in Singapore, and I think Jack Neo is probably the only outlet that you can do that right now lah. But surprisingly, my parents and my aunties want to watch it, including my girlfriend's mother. So definitely
her, my
my girlfriend's mother liked it. So there's people that liked it lah. So if there's people that like it, then it's obviously
it's a good film.
It's not. It doesn't mean it could be, could be anything lah.
Okay, so John Paul, why don't you tell us what you like about the film?
Okay, put some context to it, right? Like, Jack Neo is Jack Neo. Everybody know who is he. We already understand his style already. So, and this is not the first time we sing this army thing, right? This is like the fifth time? Fifth. It's the 5th time we see this army thing. I only saw the first one. After that, I know it's a repeated formula, so I don't care already lah. But this time around, I mean, because we already have the Daily Catch Up now, then we have to go and watch it, right? So I go and try and watch. The expectation was really not there. I understand what you're talking about. Like
what am I talking about?
Like that we are not the target audience.
Oh yeah.
The target audience is Jack Neo's generation, correct? Yeah. So understanding that, I went in to try to appreciate the movie with that lens.
Yeah.
Rabaks, yeah. My problem is that I don't think it's a film. I don't think it's a movie.
Yeah.
I don't like. For example, personally, I really enjoyed Transformers. You know what I mean? Like Our Boys to Men, 1, 2, 3, 4. I love.
Okay, that one. Yeah.
I thought Our Boys to Men was like people shit on Jack Neo every movie he does, especially when it's the formulaic kinds. You know, it's those like caricature characters, that kind. Like people shit on it, but I just like keep quiet, and then I gonna pay money to watch it. But this one is different. This one I'm damn angry,
I think the first Our Boys to Men he did good job.
Second one was a good job.
Like, good job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he brought something new. And then he pulled together the talents that you don't know about, and then he created like this whole clique and all that, right?
Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. He built careers for these boys. Yeah, but this one really never do any favors. And like the first movie, the general public don't really know about army life. So yes, you can go through the mundane activities one by one and document them document them and not really do a film, but just document is okay, the process, right? Because we never see before. But this one we already see like 4 times already. Then the 5th time you still gonna show me the same thing? Cannot lah.
Yeah.
I tell you, the whole movie, right, is like
shot
the
in one
whole
room.
movie going to start there. Going to start, then finish. Then it says to be continued. Then pet shot in the theater. Don't lah.
She shocked.
Angry. I'm really very angry for going to the movies. I don't know why we even go. I waste my time. I want to complain.
No, but to be fair, right, I did hear people laughing.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
there's this guy behind us. Non-stop. I turn and look at him. I want to see how old is he, no? He's all
He's quite young, yeah.
Yeah.
No, every
younger than
time
us.
he laughed, right, I really try to comprehend the joke.
Correct.
Right? Like, I think back, right, I'm like, what am I missing from here? Nothing.
No, but it was honestly the audience's reactions, right, humbled me a bit and reminded me that there are
that you
different
don't know what we're
audiences
talking about.
that
Yeah.
appreciate different things. So like, I mean, yeah, right now we are gonna come off fucking snobbish, right? But at the same time,
Yeah.
right, actually no, there's no defense for this.
No, when he okay, so he's the first one to watch it. When he watched it, right, he said, he very angry. He feel like it was bad. Usually, what that means is I will like the movie because he really care one about the
Cinematography,
the framing on that
yeah.
shit. Like I don't care. Like I like a good joke. I like good. Like to be honest, like the comment section before I watched it was about inclusivity and like this one felt like the PowerPoint to raise funds like okay, this is our story arc. Okay, so first they will enlist, then after that they will acclimatize, then after that they have one personal drama, then after that story of triumph. It felt like the entire movie was in a 7-slide PowerPoint deck, and then they were like, okay, so this is where your branded content can come in. Fine, fair enough. And then then that was the script. That was it. So Pen and I pre-game one. Whenever we watch a movie that we know is gonna be very funny, right, we will warm up. So that the movie do like crack those small opening little jokes, right, we will we will go first. We will go first. So that when the thing, because you don't go to a movie not wanting to have a good time.
Yeah.
You want to have a good time. So we go there, we'll pre-game such that when the f***ing thing hit, right, we were like, this one I got pre-game for them.
Don't have.
The whole movie I'm like, like I guess where I like angry.
I can hear we went together. If I can summarize the film in one sentence, right, it's a sexist parody of Our Boys to Men.
Okay, well, what do you say is sexist?
Women are portrayed as uneducated. So everybody there never go school one. And then, everybody there cannot speak proper English. Everybody there is weak.
Yo, scared.
Yeah. And
Wow, this Coca-Cola from McDonald's nice, huh?
But wait, Polar is better. You want to try? my summary of the film is a 70-year-old man tries to make a Jian Hao Tan video but 2 hours long.
Don't insult Jian Hao like that.
no, you know what?
Jian Hao's format works for 10 minutes. Like
Okay,
he
okay.
knows, it works, it grips. I mean, I went to catch one recently just to see his stuff. Okay lor, like you know you are not target audience, but wow, I still think a lot of effort for a 10-minute video on YouTube.
Okay, I can recommend, right, if you want to experience watching this film but you don't want to waste your money, right, you go and find Butterworks, the If Girls Went to Army. It's a 6-minute video, but just imagine if they stretch that out to be 2 hours. That's exactly how it feels like to
Shout out
watch
to
this film.
Butterworks, that was a fantastic video. We're not shitting on your work.
There are stuff that happen in the film that happened in Jack Neo's film, like the exact same thing. Like the cut hair, they cry.
Oh, that one they actually really cry, but yeah, that's enough.
How they really,
They
but
really
never
cut?
really cut, right?
Wait, they really cut
They
hair?
really cut.
Oh.
We only had one take, so I had to move here, move there, move there. Then they keep crying for 30 minutes. Then they say,
Right.
wait, no, they say, they cry, then they say, okay, cannot cry anymore. Cry more. Then they cry.
But they're not really upset that their hair
Wait,
got
they are
cut.
upset.
Oh.
They really cry.
Wait, they didn't know that they were gonna cut hair.
No, they knew. I think those girls were
Volunteered.
volunteered to cut. But obviously it's traumatic, I mean, as a girl.
As in, why don't wear a wig?
Huh?
Why don't wear a wig?
Oh, now ask Jack Neo.
As in,
It's for the realism.
Yeah.
It's art.
I think Joey Beltra carried the film for me.
Oh, Joey was crazy. There was this scene, right, that Jack Neo asked her to prepare for like, okay, in 10 minutes we're going to do this crying scene at the bed. Jack Neo said, oh yeah, we're going to shoot this other scene first, then you just prepare your emotions. Then she was in her own world with her earplugs inside, you know, oh, I'm going to cry right now. And then she was in that state for 1.5 hours.
Wow.
1.5 hours of crying, like tears. And she said, when is my scene going to happen?
oh my god!
No, as in that's why I felt
But
like
kudos
Joey
though,
was,
yeah.
Joey was really insane. Like she could be in that mood for so long. I
The
think she
amount of
very
crying
professional.
scenes she
No,
had.
but
also,
okay,
by
there
the
was
way.
a rumor that I heard from somewhere that she really broke up with her boyfriend. That's why she had the real emotions in this
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, we're putting. But
I don't know about that.
no, but the one that she almost commits suicide I really no, it's not real. In the movie, like she cried until she didn't die.
No,
In the film.
Right.
Like I was like a bit kantong Like when she cried like that, she tell everybody, go away, you don't come here.
Yeah.
Then she like, I'm like, oh wow, this is
Yup.
real acting.
That's I think
Bright
that's
side
one
flank.
of my favorite scenes. That
Yeah.
Miss Osman, yeah. I think that one was really the best part of the
Whole movie, say it.
It's the best part that I never shoot.
Oh.
I never shot the scene.
yeah.
I never shot the
Okay,
scene.
Then do you really shoot the film though? Okay.
How long did they take to film this whole show?
It's around 2 months.
That's crazy.
But the core of it was 25 days, and then after that, 14 days somewhere in December, and then 1 week or 5 days somewhere in January, and then now 1 more day in February. Yeah.
Or still shooting.
Yeah, for part 2
Part 2.
Yeah.
Is it considered long for a movie, or you think it's actually very short?
So
2 months,
so a movie usually takes like 1 or 2 months to shoot one movie, but this movie is split into 2. So the budget was 2 million. So technically you can say it's 1 million each. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they decide to split to two in the first place?
I think that was what Jack Neo wanted at the start already lah.
Right.
But cannot be he watched the film and he be like, wow, we have too many good scenes and we need to split
No lah, this
into
sort of thing
two,
cannot be they
Because the
last minute
editor,
one yeah.
after they put the timeline together, it was 6 hours. So I know he called the editor. He said, hey, you managed to trim until how much already? He said, still got 2 hours. They said, no time already. Export. What happened? Go for
That's
sub.
put to be continued.
You know what pisses me off or not? When you do a 2-part, right? When you do something that's 2-part, right? You need to respect the audience's time. You're taking up so much of their time, and then you're leaving them with so much that's unresolved, and it's a cliffhanger, right? Like if I want to compare it to, like, for example, Dune, right? At least, right?
Compared to Dune.
Don't know.
Because Part 1 is also a 2-part, right?
Yeah.
So Dune, right, is all about world building, character development that gets you invested, and yet there's still enough of a proper narrative that you can follow. So there's somewhat of like closure for the audience when they finish the first movie, right?
Yes.
But then Jack,
it's
this
different.
one, like, they don't get to see the script. Like, how much of the
okay.
crew gets to see the script?
From the time I worked with him, I go on set. I don't know what's happening that day. I don't know who's going to say the lines. I don't know what part of the story this part is. So what happens is that he'll do like one short rehearsal with all the actors and actresses. Then that's where you find out, okay, this is what's happening.
Right.
Yeah, okay, so I need to find a good angle for this thing, as good as can be lah.
Wait, it's not storyboarded.
No, he doesn't storyboard. It's not on script.
So that's his style, but that's not normal in the industry, right? Or there's nobody else in the industry? Kidding.
I mean, if
I
I
see
would-
you, Mr. Boo. Yeah. So on set, right, is he like he's just telling everybody what to do and then
Yeah, he doesn't defer
are
to
there-
anyone, like, ask y'all what y'all think.
Okay, that's one thing. I think Jack Neo doesn't ask people, but like there was one scene where Princess was thinking like, oh, what does initiative mean? And then she was outfield. Then then after that I said, okay, to him, you know what, this will be better if you shot in slow-mo because like we want to really capture emotions. He said, oh yeah, good idea, let's do that. So like I wouldn't say he's not collaborative in that sense. But yeah, you just have to go up to him and tell him.
You must have
Yeah.
the balls to tell him lah.
Not boss lah, he's quite nice on set.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what are there any other interesting like things that happen on set or like any interesting stories?
Yeah, actually I have one interesting story, but I don't know if to share this, but I'm going to share it anyway. Is when Jack Neo and I actually fought on set. Not fought lah, but there was a confrontation lah. So there's this scene where they all run into the parade square. Right, they were running, and he asked me to use the camera and run backwards and try to catch their legs. So I had to run very far lah. Then I couldn't do it. Like for 2 or 3 takes. So he got really angry, and then I said, oh no, because I cannot run backwards and hold the camera at the same time, very hard. So I don't think I told him properly.
Right.
So he didn't understand. And the reason why I was so angry was because
Wait, so how you say? You try
Your grandmother can do that.
Trauma.
yeah, so the reason why he was angry is because the girls, they don't want the girls to keep running down and because we got a lot of other shoots lah and waste a lot of time.
Okay.
And by the 5th time, he got really, really angry and he came out to me and he said, okay, I don't think I can say this. No, it's not a bad word, but he said something in Hokkien. I didn't really understand also. So yeah, then he said something so easy, so it takes so long to do. Yeah, I said like, actually, it's true lah. The shot is easy, but the execution's a bit hard. But I didn't say lah. Yeah, so after that, he go back into
Typical.
yeah, he go back into the tent. or the classroom where he watched from the monitor. Then I said, okay, no, I need to go talk to him. So I went inside. I sat down next to him. Then I said, okay, 导演, 对不起, I take out your time, you know. I try to make this one.
Director, I'm sorry.
Yeah, director, I'm sorry. I take out your time. I make this scene. I make sure I get it in this scene. But I was very surprised the way he acted, because when you are on a movie set, time is money, and I wasted a lot of time already. So he said, okay, it's okay. This one's a small matter. Just make sure you get it right the next time already. Yeah. So after I went out and I got it right. Yeah. So so I don't know what's the moral of the story, but
Okay, well, never really quarrel, ma.
Yeah, but it was quite tension lah. I didn't know I was coming back on set the next time already. No, yeah.
So it's building up already lah. Like there was a lot of tension there, and then
yeah, for that scene only lah. But the thing is, Jack Neo doesn't creep grudges on.
Is it stressful though? Like because you are the only camera, right?
No, I'm not the only camera. There's two cameras shooting.
But you are the main shot lah.
I can be the main shot, sometimes cannot be. Yeah, but okay, I get your point.
Yeah. So then is it stressful when you are the thing that is fucking up and all the other moving parts have to like...
Yeah lah, for sure. It's like if they don't capture the thing correctly or they never press record, then everyone fucked up, must do everything all over again. You know what I mean? And plus the movie, you got budget on it. People are depending on you to make sure they make their own money back.
Right.
So, yeah.
Was that the scene with the most NGs?
I didn't shoot the whole film, so I can't say which is the scene they had to do the most retakes. But I think... there was a scene when Curler, same scene, Curler where she gives this one free one.
Curler's who again?
Princess, the main one. Then she talked to the short girl and they arguing, say, this one free one, blah 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 in English. Yeah, she had to do it multiple times because that line was pretty hard for her in English. And plus the Parade Square one we shot on 3 different days. I think we reshoot that thing a lot of time. That's why you may see like, sometimes look like this, sometimes look like that. Sometimes look like this, sometimes look like that. Yeah.
Professionalism at its best.
Have you all seen Jack Neo's comment section?
No, wow,
So
I'd love to hear.
It's like he posts, right, like one huat, right, like Lao Yu Sheng, that kind Chinese New Year, right? Then people will comment stuff like, you would do a great public service if you might and maybe even a National Day award if you were to refund disgruntled moviegoers, which I imagine there will be many. Your new show is truly awful. What a waste of my time and money. All these kinds.
It really is. Because I really not movie snob one.
Yeah.
I really like those slapstick shit.
Okay, but why are you so angry at Jack Neo? As I'm curious lah.
Not Jack Neo lah. I'm just.
Why are people so angry at that? It's like it's a show. It's not it's shoved into your face, right?
Yeah, but the whole thing put together was very lazy. Like there were a lot of time, right, that they focused on people walking, on people marching.
This honestly feels like the offline cut.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know this,
oh my god, why you went to stop the online card? You
it's
published?
like the first draft of a video.
I feel like I'm more upset because it feels like an obvious cash grab and even then poorly done.
Yes.
Oh, that's how you feel about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why never make money?
Huh?
No money.
No lah, you see the tickets all filled out on CNY.
Yeah, that's why.
fully booked. Yeah.
But because everybody never 拜年, nothing to do.
Timing.
I think that's why he was rushing.
Right.
He needed to feel
No, he needed to hit the CNY deadline. And plus also, COVID restricted us to do things differently. That's why maybe the bunk scene, I understand like, you go straight into the bunk scene without introducing the characters. Like, oh, let's crack a joke right now and then, you know what. Yeah, but I think that's limited because of the COVID restrictions. But
I feel like he get away with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like special effects, the quality of special effects we have now, like the built-in plugins are already a lot better. You know what I mean? But he do shit one, and it's not like he don't know anyone that can do better. But I get it. It's his trade-off with the audience, and he has an understanding with the audience. That I'm just gonna use a bit of VFX here to show you some explosions. You all know what I'm trying to tell you. I'm building to my joke, and I'm actually okay with that. You know what I mean? And like the fact that Singapore is very hard to raise funds for movies, and so you're not really putting product placement as much as fucking branded content. But fine, like the early Boys to Men, they got the Nivea lah. I felt like fair enough. But at the end of the day, he made entertaining films. Yeah, I didn't get that from this one. Despite he's so many caveats already there. He already but and he don't use proper actors and actresses. But he has been lucky in a sense whereby he spawned them and he made them megastars. Yeah, and with so many caveats, he usually still delivers something. Yeah, but this one is like you already have to tolerate all the caveats. You imagine you pay the same amount of money to watch Avengers and pay the same amount of money to watch this. Same amount of money to watch Dune and same amount of money to watch this.
But I also could make movie.
Yeah, like Marcus, you're a filmmaker yourself, right? So I met Marcus on my first ever social posting filming. And then I remember afterward he texted me and say, nice to meet you. I thinking of starting my own stuff. Like, you got any advice for me? I don't know what I said lah. Probably not very valuable.
It was valuable to me.
Anyway, he started a business since then. So as a filmmaker, right, have you dabbled with the idea of making your own film?
Yeah, always. Actually, all filmmakers in Singapore probably dabble in the idea.
What is it that Jack Neo has that you cannot make a film?
He has the support of his audience and the support of MM2. My audience is more English spoken like you guys, right?
Yeah.
I would assume. But Jack Neo has a big audience of Chinese speaking. That means Malaysia also, and that means Singapore and could reach further also, right? Around that region. So that's why he's more appealing to wider audiences than us.
Right.
That's why he gets more funding.
Right.
I think lah.
Is that funding really quite impossible in Singapore?
Impossible.
Like, give me some experience of you trying to raise funds.
Okay, so I'm recently now raising fund with SGFF to make my short film. It's called the SGFF Film Fund, and we only get $10,000 in grants, and $5,000 is for post production, editing. They helped us to, so we only get like maybe 5,000-6,000. Not the numbers are not accurate, but it's around there.
Okay, yeah.
So you can see that there's not much money in that sense. And I work with SGFF, so I know how much money is really put into Singapore films, especially those art house films, and it's not a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really defray cost lah. Cannot even cover just defray.
Cannot. If you want to make films in Singapore, right, especially like us, like English speaking, you probably have to use your own money. You're probably at a loss, instead of making money like Jack Neo. And I'm not shitting on Jack Neo. I mean,
right.
if he makes money, that's great. Like, it's nothing wrong. Yeah.
So then how else do you get funding though? If like this is not enough?
Okay, so there's other funding outlets that Singapore is pushing also. Like, it's not like Singapore's not doing anything, okay?
Yep.
IMDA and SGFF work together to create this feature film fund. I cannot remember what it's called. Where if you pitch to them a script, and then if they like it, they would give you a certain amount of money to make the movie. Yeah. And that happened to a few people like Yo Siu Hua, which made a Singaporean film, A Land Imagine, which is okay. It's pretty good. Very different from Jack Neo's kind of thing. Yeah. And he got the money from that grant lah. Yeah, so it's possible to get it made, but the amount of money they're going to give you is also not like terribly a lot. So you got to play with the budget also.
But and I think like based on my understanding of this kind of grants, rightly so in their defense, right? Yeah. But it's something that you pay first, then after you claim later, and then they usually help you only pay third party costs. Yeah,
I mean there are little things like that also factor into like the difficulty of making films.
No, but then you see, right? Then they give the grants to that director that you mentioned, right? And then what happened to the movie? Did it do well?
Exactly. I think that's my other points. Like, it only did well in film festivals. That means it won awards overseas, and not in Singapore. But Jack Neo is like he gets a lot of audience in Singapore, and not that kind of film. Yeah. And that's why I'm not accusing of Singaporeans of lacking film knowledge or film diversity, because everyone has their own experience and what they find enjoyable. But it's just unfortunate that dramatic films like that made in Singapore don't generally do well, and that's why they're not made by MM2.
I wonder if people kind of like look down on like the local film like industry in that, thinking that a Singapore film equals to not as good.
From your experiences, is that true? Do you guys look at local film industry as like, oh, Jack Neo kind of style or Jack Neo kind of quality?
Well, Jack Neo quality last time, like Home Run, I Not Stupid, that kind. I feel like good one. But then like when it's, I think it has declined. Do we think that this film has done better or good for the arts industry? I feel like it's bad, because I feel like when I watch a film like that, it reinforces the thought that our film industry really just suck. Then the next time a local film comes out, even like if it's not Jack Neo, there's already a cut of audience taken away from that, and then plus the impression of local films, right? Then it overall damages the film industry. Or even for like, I think John Paul and I were talking about today, like when there are like art festivals in Singapore, then like art exhibitions that people go for, right? Honestly, the enjoyment may be like 50-50, but then just because there is nothing to do, you end up going back every time there's a new festival that's coming up. So then that is the current view of the art scene.
And even the arts that is supported and seen, right? Like for example, you go to Chinatown, you see the painting or that kind of thing, right? It's so muted because it's approved by whatever the government deems is appropriate for us. Yeah, which then limits everything. Like if you go to the streets of New York, right, you turn one corner, you see like the amount of graffiti and stickers and all that, right? And it's so rich, you know.
But I mean, I'm glad we don't have graffiti all over here also lah.
I think that's
breath.
that's more of a give and take in society. Whether or not you want this kind of graffiti and stuff, which is an expression, people's expressing themselves, right? And that, in that sense, also creates a lot of, I can do whatever I want, kind of thing. But in order to create maybe a society that works together, especially, and harmonious society, racial harmony, right? Sometimes the government may have to intervene to make sure that it doesn't get out of hand. But I agree, both sides. I also want to have my freedom of expression, my artistic expression. But if IMDA says no, you cannot put this, cannot put this, a bit like, walao, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a give and take. Life is not black and white lah. So that's how it is in Singapore.
But I think that back to the point on like whether or not IMDA should regulate and all that, right? I think even if you look at MediaCorp, like because of the regulations, it feels like they've been making
the same
TV
shit.
Yeah, series with the same storyline for the past 30 years. And then now to the point that people don't even like to watch the
And
show
the
anymore.
one time that you break the mold and you make fun of the uncouthness of Singaporean culture, right? You get Phua Chu Kang.
Phua Chu Kang was great.
Yeah, but it's a lot of the things, right? It's actually like Singapore government don't like to promote, like Singlish, this kind of stuff, which they're trying to get rid of. But the one time you let it through, it does well.
Yeah.
So then, does it make sense for us to be trying to control all of this and silence everything?
I think it's important.
To silence?
Yeah, I mean, not say to silence, but to make sure that there are certain national values are put into programming. Like, actually, I'm quite surprised. Every time I go to my parents' place, right, they're watching Channel 8. And they got Netflix. I got my dad WWE subscription. I mean, that's
his favorite.
But they're on Channel 8.
No, but because they are used to watching it. They
But they really enjoy it, no? They will really wait for that slot, and they learn a lot of things about like the vaccine and scams and all that stuff from Channel 8 drama. And so I think, at the end of the day,
Channel 8 drama.
it's important. Yes, there's a compromise need to be made such that the young people can watch it again, so that these values can reach younger people. And to the government's credit, they actually did reach out to us. That they've identified, in fact, this show as a show that's possible to include certain values. And it's not like branded content every time say government good. No. It's talking about like family. It's about racial harmony. Yeah, and they want to see whether we could co-create something together such that we can bring PSB values online, public service broadcast values. Yeah, so to their credit, they really are trying. Yeah, but what they've done with MediaCorp, right, was not a failed experiment. It just needs to be updated. Yeah.
Yeah, I think MediaCorp needs to be updated. Sorry, it's a bit backward.
Oh, you sure on MediaCorp but not on Jack Neo? Interesting.
You think it was a marketing ploy, right? When he said, go and watch the film, then you judge for yourself. Because people were shitting on the movie, right? Then he came out to say, you should go and watch so that you can make your own judgment.
Yeah lah, obviously lah. I mean,
But now that we've watched it,
you really take your money, right?
The yen thing, right? Like that was what people were shitting on it for, right?
And it didn't appear.
The Amanda man also. Then she became Amanda Ong.
Yeah.
But Amanda didn't even say her surname in the movie.
She never say. She was a
never
very small
say.
part in the movie.
Yeah, she didn't
for
say.
now lah, we don't know. Part 2, maybe Amanda got big role.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, how did you end up like working like in this film?
So I ended up working on this film because I knew the DP.
Right.
For very long ago.
So then like, but like what was your reaction? Like was it like a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity for you that you were excited about?
I mean, I worked with Jack Neo with the previous film also.
Oh.
What's it called? Them Era 2. Yeah.
Damn era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. So this is actually my second film lah. Yeah. I would say it's a once in a lifetime opportunity in a sense.
But you did, yeah, that's right. But 2 times.
But 2 times lah. I get a chance to do it 2 times, but I don't know about the 3rd time lah.
But Wang Lei is so good.
Aiyo, he's
I idolize
crazy about Wang Lei.
So funny.
He's very funny.
He's very funny.
But you know the funny thing is, right? He's the one that always forget his line. And
Yeah, he seems like that kind.
Yeah.
But then he probably make some shit out that's funnier lah.
Yeah lah, sometimes lah.
So I just think the world of him.
I can tell.
So right, I heard through the grapevine that the first crew quit because they were unhappy with the project.
This project specifically.
Is it true?
Okay, so yeah.
He was trying to build anticipation.
So you can cut
Then
for
to be
your.
continued.
Yeah, so I'm not in the know in terms of that, but the Jack Neo usually uses Malaysian crew due to
COVID.
I don't know COVID. Yeah, so you can't use Malaysian crew because of COVID. So now he uses us lah, the Singaporean crew. Yeah.
Well, your grapevine damn toxic, yeah. People
Yeah,
cannot
you
come
don't
here,
do
Hey,
anyhow
grapevine.
this kind of thing.
Hey, great!
Okay, wait, no, I got one more.
Yeah.
When Jack Neo is in front of the camera, does he direct himself?
Yes.
Why you
Yeah,
laughing?
he directs himself. He will watch it back lah. Then he will
Okay,
see how
yeah,
if he recognize lah. I mean, yeah lor.
Honestly, I heard good things about his work ethic. Jack
I
Neo's
mean,
work
from what
Like
he shared, he sounds like a very nice guy.
ethic. Yeah, he is a very nice guy. Very down
Minus
to
the
earth
part
also.
where he cheated.
Many people in the industry like think, I don't know, just it's generally that think Jack Neo like overtime people, you know, a lot. And it's true.
Right.
He does overtime, but I think it's because of his creative style where he changes things on the spot. Yeah, so that's one insight that maybe I can give to you guys. It's just a misrepresentation of him lah. Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, I felt like if he had worked with seasoned actors and actresses and they received their script right, they would point out what would be more natural for him.
Yeah.
He can continue
correct.
direct the way he directs.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, this film would have been a lot better. If someone just looked at it and be like, you want me to say this? Can I instead say
I think that's what he does though.
everything would
A
have been
bit,
better?
a bit.
But I think they just took the script.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was written in thought, not in.
I think the greater the talent of all the moving parts of a project like this, right? The greater the talent, the more people can stray away from that baseline of
Yeah.
what the concept needs to be, and still keep it intact. But they can do like the best of what they are able
Like
to
when the boys made the appearance, right? Like Maxi and Charlie came out. To be honest, when they came out, then I realized, oh my god,
They're quite good.
they have become phenomenal. When we first watched them, we were like, like nobody's and like Jack Neo's making something out of them. They are not bad lah, quite good looking. But then when they suddenly come out and then they have their lines, you realize
They're very good.
they are actually real actors and they are damn solid now. Yeah.
No, so like seeing this, like being part of this whole project, right? Like, do you think there is like a future for like the film industry in Singapore?
Good question.
They rehearsed it, guys, just now. When the camera just re-roll only.
Good question.
Many people would like to think no, but I think yes, there's a future in Singapore, especially because of people like you. And I'm not taking it lightly. Like people like us, like millennials and stuff like that. Are you still millennial, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So
Fun fact, you never stop being a millennial if you're a millennial is the generation or age group.
yeah.
Oh.
True.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
When I'm 70, I'll be a millennial still.
That's true.
Okay,
Baby
okay.
boomers are still
Yeah.
baby boomers.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm millennial. So what? Okay. So what was the question?
Fuck you!
Wow, you whole thing just to shit on me.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah, it's because of millennials like them and like us, because we are more aware of what good films are.
I have no
right?
idea. Honest, I just shit. on
No, but at least like it's still different from the generation before. So and I see there's more initiative from different parties to introduce different kinds of films in Singapore. Even though it's not as widespread as it's not as fast as I hope it to be. But I think in the future with this kind of talking sessions we can encourage.
Okay, everybody, please make your own judgments on Our Girls Go Army, even though I strongly recommend that you don't like it. But but still support the local film industry. Okay?
Please go and watch, please. Okay.
Oh yeah, so you can get paid. Okay, go watch lah. Then you
I
can
already
leave,
got paid, it's okay.
leave your comments down below whether your review of the film, and like, share, subscribe. Bye bye.
Bye.